Lise from Lisa's Crafty Creations, and today we're going to do an unmoulding. I did some resin work yesterday. Unfortunately the camera failed. It's been had so many photos taken while we've been on holiday that it's ran out of space and it just shut itself off. So I'm going to do a quick video today just to unmould the stuff that I did yesterday. I've got a couple of new molds. Well, I've got a couple of new molds, and then some that I just played around with. Now these are just, the two of them are just what I had left over. Oh, it's a shame that's spoiled. That one there was supposed to be just a plain white dome, but some of the resin from this one I had a bit of a spillage, and it's gone into that one, which is a shame because it's taken the whole flower. It would have been really pretty, so that's a shame. Let's have a look at this one. I did the heart. Now that's nice. So I had these flowers in the garden and I pressed them. The colour was just amazing, so I pressed them and I thought I'd put them inside some resin jewellery, and they've come up really nice. I like that a lot. While we're doing that one, let's have a look at this one, because I did something similar with this coaster. Needs doming. No, you can't really see the same effect because of the pattern on the bottom of this, so you can't really see the flowers clear enough, and on the back it doesn't look anything, so that's a bit of a disappointment as well. But never mind, it was all experimenting. It was just to see what would work and what wouldn't work. So I know that that mould won't work now for that kind of stuff. I was then asked to do some jewellery in lime green to match somebody's outfit. Now that just all needs cutting off. So I've done a few different shapes in the so I used my miso powder, pigment powder, and I mixed it in this time. I didn't paint it, I just mixed it in with the resin, because I know I usually tend to paint my molds, but this time I just mixed it in with the resin and added some green glitter. I used the large glitter, not the fine. And that's the way they've come out. The glitter has gone down to the bottom, which is a shame, but that's what we've got with those. So I made a heart pendant, and then I did two small hearts to make a set for earrings as well. So that's those. And then I had some white left over with some silver glitter in, and that's what I did with that. And again, the glitter's gone to the bottom of the resin for some reason. So I've got two domes there, little heart, another little heart matching. Again, I'm just going to cut off the little bit of excess, the little spillage that I had. For some reason it takes me a little bit to get it level in our house, because I don't think there's a level floor in the place, so obviously everything in the house is slants down slightly. I think so I can't seem to find a level surface, although one of them seems to be fine. Needs a little bit tidying up, I'll do that later. And then I did a circle, and then two other small ones that you can make earrings out of, and then two other domes here. With one of the domes there's a little bit of green gone into it as well. I think actually I did put a bit of green in one of them. That's got a little bit of green, it's got a slight green tinge to it, which is quite nice. I then did some fairies and the white as well. Oh, they've turned out quite sparkly because the glitter's gone all the way down to the bottom, so they've turned out really sparkly. Look like they've had a fairy dust accident, but they're sweet for some little girl who likes fairies. Make nice pendants and necklaces if we take some of the sharp surfaces off. They're quite sweet. I might even add a little bit of miso powder onto the top of it, see whether that'll hide the glitter or whether it'll just, again, experimenting to see what happens. I think I need some, I've got some sharper scissors somewhere. But I'm quite pleased with them. It's a shame the faces are a bit too glittery. That probably would have been better if it had been painted on, because it just blanks out their faces. But other than that, it's pretty everywhere else, especially on the wings. So that's them. Then I did another sheep for a friend, because she's got a daughter-in-law who's absolutely obsessed with sheep. So I made this one for her. Now again, the glitter's just gone to the top, but thankfully not a lot, so it doesn't look too bad. It just needs its smile and eyes, although the eyes actually, because they've got glitter on, that's not too bad, but we'll put a little black eyes and give it its smile, so to make the face pop, and then that will be off to Holland. For a lady who's obsessed with sheep, to the point that when she came, mother-in-law was telling me, is a good friend of mine, and she was telling me when she came to the country she wanted to go and see all the sheep. So they got in the car, went to the moors, because we only live about 5 minutes from the North York moors, and she went up there. Well, there's sheep everywhere up there, but they drove down and then she saw sheep. Oh, stop, stop, stop. So she got out, took a load of photographs. So they eventually got her back in the car, and they drove another 2 minutes down the road. There's another one, stop, stop, stop. So as you can imagine, the North York, it's covered the North York moors, it's covered in sheep, so they would stop and constantly, and I think Gail was in, it took them about an hour to get 10 minutes down the road. So she's, as I say, she's obsessed with them. So what I thought I'd do is just make a little paperweight for her, the sheep. Now the bottom did get a lot of bubbles in for some reason, right near the end, and then I've popped them, but I couldn't get them out. So what I'm going to do is just sand that down and maybe put a little bit of resin in, UV resin. But he's quite nice. I like the sheep. I have already got rid of 2 of these sheep. They were loved by my mother. Then this is a new mould that I've got. Now I'm not so keen on the mould because it's very wobbly, so it's difficult to actually fill. So it's got to be flattish, but the mould itself has come out, the car itself has come out fantastic. So I added some glitter to it to give it a bit, but I think next time I'll use the micro powder glitter, the really fine glitter, and again the glitter's gone to the bottom, so I don't know why that's happened, because it doesn't normally you get a good or in the past I've always had nice coverage. There's a few bubbles around the edge there, tiny ones, and one there, and there. There's a couple of bubbles on it, but nothing too bad. There was a big bubble on the bottom, and I managed to plug it with some other resin, so I'll just sand that down and level it off, and it should be fine. But there's another paperweight, and I intend to make some of these. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to do all of them. I think I'll particularly do these end ones here. I I've got an order for a PT cruiser rally. I've been asked to do some different bits and bobs for that, some key rings and some paperweights and that kind of thing. So I've got some ideas in mind for that, which I'll show you on camera, and then hopefully. So all in all, I'm quite pleased with what we've got here. The green glitter's a little bit dull, but it's nice. And I love these. I love this, and I would have really liked this one, the way it's domed in. You can see on the back, might be able to use just the back actually, I don't know, but it's such a shame that that green slipped in there. Don't know whether it would sand off or how far down it's gone into the resin, but that's such a shame. But that, it's quite nice. You can see it, it's got a lovely colour to it, and the only colour in there is from that flower. There's no glitter, there's nothing, it's just a clear resin over the top of that flower. And isn't it gorgeous? So I'm really liking that. I always love the sheep, and I think these domes are alright. It's just a bit strange the way the glitter's just gone to the bottom. But I'll have a chat to Annie, or if Annie's watching, she might have some ideas for why it's happened. Or I'll chat to some of the people who deal with resin a lot, because as I say, I'm still new to the craft. And then just get rid of it when I'm talking, I'm faffing. So I'll have a chat, and if she comes up, check the comments. You know, if you've got any ideas, please put it in the comments, and then once I get some feedback, I'll maybe tell you in the next resin video. So that's it, folks, for today. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you aren't already part of my little crafty community, then please hit that button, and also the bell to be notified whenever I do a video. You could also comment if that's alright, because if you don't comment, then all the other stuff doesn't count. If you're already part of the team, welcome back. Thank you for supporting me by watching. I love your comments, and your feedback's great, so please leave one. You know, even if it's just to say hi, so that I know that you've been and I know who's watched. That would be great. So thank you very much. I'm going to love you and leave you. Please remember to pass on a smile if you get the opportunity to, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.